Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full-on tutorial, swatch, and review video slash like first impressions of the Gigi Hadid Maybelline collection. This is the finished look. I really like the way it came out, and if you want to hear what I think of each product, keep watching. All right, so I already have my base on, clearly. Unfortunately, the tinted primers that come in the collection are too dark for me right now. I'm very pale. I removed my tan the other day, so this is it. But I am gonna give you some swatches for them. So they are tinted primers, basically supposed to work as a base. I think it gives you like a little bit of color, not really coverage. So they come in light medium and medium deep. Light medium is just too tan for me. And you guys will see light medium is like, there's no chance. So here are the two shades. We have medium deep and light medium, clearly way too dark for me. And they are pretty sheer. They give you a little bit of color. It's kind of like a tinted moisturizer kind of situation. This one obviously is like, it's so dark, so it probably looks like it's getting more coverage, but they're very lightweight and hydrating feeling. So if it would work for your skin tone, then they seem nice as like an everyday kind of thing, but not even close. I might try light medium when I have a tan. So I'm going to use the Jetsetter palette, pretty large. It's like a decent size. It's kind of lightweight. I'm just gonna go ahead with the tutorial, and then I'm going to give you guys a review at the end, like a full review at the end. I'll kind of give you my first impressions while I'm going through the tutorial. So we have some concealers, some I think cheek or lip colors, eyeshadows, a highlighter, bronzer, contour, and then a blush. And then it also comes with these brushes, which I'm probably not gonna use. I don't know about the eye brush, but this one I felt and it's like pretty cheap. So I guess I could use the eye brush. Oh, it also comes with a mascara, which I haven't opened yet. I don't know why this thing is sealed. Oh my God. Still here. I'm gonna use a different mascara. So I'm gonna start off with the bronze contour shade, and I'm just gonna warm up my face and do a little bit of sculpting. And I'm gonna use my Japanese brush, my powder contour blush. I don't remember what this is. The strip is really, really skinny, so it's kind of hard to like airbrush in there without picking up other shades, you know? But I guess it's meant for this tiny little brush, which I'm never going to use that. It's a pretty color. I like the color. It's pretty neutral. It's not too warm, but there isn't like too much red in it. I don't want to do too much. I like the color. It's blending nicely. I think it's a little bit red for my taste, especially for my skin tone, but it might look a little bit better when I have a tan. So if you're fair, I wouldn't go in this hard. I feel like I'm kind of using a lot. I wanted to warm up my skin because I thought I was looking a little bit pale, but it's not bad. All right, now I'm going to go in with this blush shade. I don't know how we're gonna do that because it's very skinny. I know how you're supposed to fit a brush in there. And it's also like not really my favorite color, but we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna be using my Morphe E4 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like tap. I'm just tapping the top of it, so I'm not picking up the bronzer. Oh, that's not too bad. That's kind of pretty. I thought it was going to be really pigmented because it seems very bright. I'm not going into too much though. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not like, it's not too much. All right, and before I go on to my eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my face. And I'm going to be using, it's kind of like a pink highlight. I don't love pink highlights, but we'll see how the formula goes. I'm just gonna take it in the C shape, and I'm gonna focus it like right on the tops of my cheekbones. I've been bringing my highlighter down here, and it's just been like making my pores really stand out. So I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna focus it right here. That's pretty. I like that. I wasn't expecting to like it too much just because it seemed like it was gonna be really pink. It doesn't seem too pink. That's really pretty. It definitely has a pretty intense effect. I wasn't expecting. Definitely complements the bronzer and the blush nicely too. Just went a little bit hard. To do my Cupid's bow in the center of my face, I'm gonna use this little Stilazzi brush. This is the S215. And I think I'm gonna mix the pink highlight with this like frosty eyeshadow right here. Just like tapping into both shades. I'm just gonna dust it along my nose and my lips. That's actually very nice. I really like that formula. This highlight is looking absolutely stunning. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some swatches because I'm not using these on my eyes. So I'm gonna give you some swatches of the eyeshadows and then the concealer and lip cheek colors. So the concealers are pretty sheer formula. Definitely not like a full coverage concealer, but I think they might be good for doing a little bit of sculpting. And then same thing with the cream lip and cheek colors. They're very sheer. So they give definitely more of like a glossy effect to the lips and cheeks. And the eyeshadows are really velvety, but not necessarily super pigmented. The white shade is a little bit more sheer. I kind of like it, definitely as a highlight. It's not too intense or chalky feeling. The darker colors are definitely more pigmented and easy to swatch. They definitely feel very velvety, but that kind of, this pink lavender shade or this light lavender shade didn't swatch as well. I think it just didn't, maybe it would need an eyeshadow primer. It's not swatching on my hand very well. That black shade kind of stained my hand a little bit. Oh, I totally forgot I was gonna use the liquid illuminators before I went in with the highlight, but I totally forgot. Well, I'll give you guys swatches of them in a minute. All right, so for eyes, we have the eye contour palettes. We have the Cool and the Warm palette. So they both have pretty neutrals. The Cool palette is definitely more like, it's got this purpley shade, it's got a gray, black, and then a nice cool toned taupe. And then it also comes with either a matte highlight or something to set your lid with. And then the warm tone definitely has, I mean, it's nice, warm. It's got these two kind of like neutral taupey shades. This one's a little bit warmer. And then it's got this kind of like, it's got a little bit more orange and red in it. And then it has like a chocolatey brown, like a reddish chocolatey brown. And then same shade, I believe, is a matte. Yep, it's a matte, either highlight or something to set your lid with. So I think I'm actually going to stay away from these palettes because I really want to use one of these palettes. I can't remember what the Big City palettes, isn't that what they call these? It doesn't say that on here, but I believe it's the City palettes, City mini palettes. It's kind of like Maybelline's collection of eyeshadow palettes. So there is a warm and a cool. The Cool palette has these really nice kind of purpley tones. Got a pink, a nice like cool toned brown, purple. I love this like neutrally taupe, a nice highlight shade and then a black. And then the warm shade has some really beautiful golds, like a medium gold, a light gold for highlighting. It's like a warm pink, kind of warm pink. And then we've got like a nice, it's kind of like the same color, but matte. And then I love this taupe and again, a chocolatey brown. So I think I'm going to be using this palette because I'm definitely into this. I love this taupe, I love the golds, and I love that chocolatey brown. Not huge on the pinks, but I might use it a little bit. And I am playing it a little bit safe because I already know that I love the Maybelline City mini palettes. So I'm going to start off with the taupe shade right in my crease. And I'm going to be going in with this brush by Stilazzi. This is the Crease Blender. It's L215. It's just kind of like a nice fluffy brush. Oh, so I already have my base on. It's my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, like always. I like that color. That's really nice. It's not too warm. Definitely ties in like the pinks nicely without being too pink itself. This shade is blending really nicely. I mean, this primer is like kind of foolproof, and I already know that I love Maybelline City Mini Palette shadows, so it's not really a surprise. It's a nice brush. Maybe this neutral, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go into the Cool palette and I'm gonna grab this neutral and I'll place it all over the lid because I really like it. Yeah, I'm gonna end up going all over the place, I know it. All right, so I'm going to place this all over the lid using the eye contour brush. This also came with the collection. I hope there's no fallout. See how this applies with a brush. I love this color. I love this shadow. It's very pigmented, but it's not like, it doesn't feel too heavy on the lid. It doesn't feel like there's like a ton of oil in it. So I definitely don't think I'm gonna get any creasing, and it's applying beautifully with this brush. I got a couple flecks of fallout, but nothing too crazy. Right now I'm going to grab the contour shade from that palette. So I'm gonna go in with this nice cool toned contour shade, and I'm just gonna deepen up the outer part. I thought I was gonna go a little bit warmer with this, but now I'm feeling the cool shades. And then I'm going to be using another brush by Stilazzi. This is the Precision Crease Blender. It's just like a little bit more stiff. I wanna keep this eye kind of light. I don't want to get too dark. We'll see how that goes. You never know. I'm focusing this more in the crease in the outer corner. Just want to add like a little bit more definition there. I'm just going to go back in with that first blending brush and blend around the edges. Kind of like that. All right, so I'm going to do the same progression for my lower lash line, and I'm going to start off with my CCB 103 brush. So starting off with that taupey shade from the Warm palette, just as kind of like a wash of color. I'm really liking these shadows. They're not disappointing. And the colors are really beautiful. Then I'm gonna grab that slightly darker taupe from the Cool palette. Just use this to define the outer port. I'm liking this really light smoke. I don't know if I wanna intensify that crease at all. I'm going to mix this purpley cool tone shade with the warm dark brown, this chocolatey brown. and just deepen up right in here a little bit. I think I'm gonna bring it down on the lid a little too. I'm gonna use that precision blender brush again. I'm really liking how simple this is. I don't wanna take it too far. For the inner corner and the brow bone highlight, did I stab it? I didn't stab it. For the inner corner and the brow bone highlight, I'm gonna use this kind of like pale neutrally gold right here. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna use another Stilazzi brush. This is a precision pencil brush. Just a little bit to open up the inner corner. Just give it a little glow. I don't wanna like blend it into the other shades because I don't want it to like kind of overtake it. I'm really liking this smoke. All right, so I'm going to go into my waterline with the gel eyeliner in the shade Nude. I just want to use as many products from this collection as possible, and I'll just like open up my waterline a little bit. Ooh, that's very creamy. It's not like irritating my eyes either. I have very sensitive eyes. Because I haven't done a winged liner in such a long time, I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner that came in the collection. This is a felt tipped liner, which I'm not like, can't say I'm such a pro, but okay, I just got black all over the place, so ignore that. But it's got a nice, it seems very precise, so we'll see how that goes. It's been a very long time since I've even done a winged liner. I'm nervous about this. I haven't done this in a very long time. So far, so good. Don't text me when I'm doing winged liner. Ooh, okay, we're off to a good start. We're off to a very good start. I feel like I got them really even. This is very nice. I usually hate felt tip liners, but that was like really easy. Very precise. Hopefully it dries nice and matte. It looks like a pretty inky black, so I don't think it's gonna be like shiny or anything. Not too bad. All right, they're not completely even. This one's a little bit more of a, I like this one better. This one's a little more straight, but what are you gonna do? All right, so for mascara, there are two options. We have the fiber mascara. It comes with a regular wand. It's pretty thick though. I don't know if that's like my favorite kind of brush. And then it comes with the fibers on the end. They're like white fibers. I don't know how well you can see that. And I'll be honest with you, fiber mascaras just do not appeal to me. I'm going to be using the Lash Sensational mascara. So it's in the same packaging as the Big Shot mascaras. It's nice and nude. And this is the kind of brush that I like. It's kind of like a plasticky thing. It's got a comb on the top and it's curved. That's like my favorite kind of brush. So this is what I'm going to be using. I already curled my lashes. So I'm just gonna go in with a few coats of this. I love wands like this because it always just like holds the curl so much better. Like the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. Definitely gives them length. I don't have thick lashes anyway, so never expect them to look too thick. All right, please hold for my lower lash line. It's definitely like kind of a thinner formula, a little bit more natural looking. So it's not applying like a ton of product. And it's not so easy to put on my lower lashes. I don't know if you can see that. It's like not really placing that much product on them. All right, so I just went into my lower lashes with the L'Oreal Telescopic just because it's the best mascara for my lower lash line. I like mixing mascaras anyway. I do like that wand. I think it'll be good for like combing out your lashes, but I do like to use a slightly thicker formula. So I don't know, I'm probably gonna like combine it with some things and see. I am going to pop on some falsies and then I will come back to do lips. Now I have a lot of lip options to choose from, but I think I'm gonna go for a cool toned nude. Okay, I don't know how to say any of these names. So I'm trying to choose right now between McCall and Tora. This one seems a little bit light. Definitely think this one. It's kind of like a slightly more cool toned version of my lip color. So I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Pencil first to line my lips. I just love this lip pencil so much. I think this lip liner is gonna match perfectly. Yes. It feels very like moussey kind of. I love that color. This is perfect. I was really excited about it when I saw it. I'm gonna place a little bit of McCall right in the center of my lips just to add a little bit of dimension. It's slightly lighter and a little bit more pink. I don't know if that really did anything. Kind of manipulated the color a little bit, gave it like a little bit more warmth and dimension. I don't know. All right, I'm going to set my face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. All right, so overall, I really like everything that I used on my face, especially everything swatched really nicely. I love how the colors came together. Everything is really, really blendable, creamy. I am going to give you a few more swatches of some of the things that I didn't use just so you can see. So let's go through all of the lipsticks because there are 6 lipsticks. So the 2 nudes that I'm wearing. Then we have 2 red shades, four red shades? Oh my God. Okay, I don't know how to say any of these damn names, man. All right, so I'm not gonna swatch the nudes that I already put on because you saw them. This is Care. Then we have this fiery red called Austin. I love this color. Then we have this darker red called Lonnie. My swatches suck. Lonnie's a little bit more cool toned. It's got some more blue in there, so it's gonna make your teeth look super white. And then we have Erin. So all the lipstick shades are really diverse. I love the cool tones. I love the nudes. The texture feels kind of moussey on the lips and it feels really hydrating and nice, and it's pigmented. All right, and then the last 2 things that I want to swatch for you are the liquid illuminators. So I have the shades Iridescent and Gold. I did want to use these underneath the highlight, but I totally forgot, and then I ended up really liking this. So they're a little bit more sheer. I swatched them earlier, and if you like don't build it up enough, they do kind of look a little bit glittery, like the glittery. The pearl in them is kind of large, but if you kind of like keep it in the same place, so these are some thick swatches. They're really not like too pigmented. I just kind of like put a lot down so you could see the finish. I think the iridescent one is really, really beautiful. It's like kind of a duochrome pearl. And then the golden one is really pretty too. I would love to mix that. Actually, I'm gonna mix them in the center just so you can kind of see how that would look. So in the center is them mixed. So they are really pretty, a little bit more sheer than I had expected. And I think that they would look absolutely beautiful if you mix them maybe with the tinted primers or if you mix them in with a foundation. I haven't used them on my cheeks yet, but for some reason, I think just because they feel a little bit more like a lotion, it makes me think that they would kind of like remove my foundation. So I don't know. All right, guys, so like I said, overall, I really like everything. I definitely am going to try the illuminators, either mixed in with my foundation. I might try them on the tops of the cheeks just to kind of see how it does react with my foundation. I love the lipsticks. I love the eyeliner, super creamy. I didn't mention this, but it does come with a black eyeliner as well. If you're looking for kind of a more natural mascara, like it definitely combs out your lashes and it gives them like a nice light coat of mascara. It's not something that's going to be like super volumizing, and I think it's more lengthening than it is like thickening. The Lash Sensational is really nice and I love the packaging. I'm just not a fan at all of fiber mascara, so I'll probably give this a shot at some point just to test it, but I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me. I don't know if these are called City Mini palettes because it doesn't say that anywhere on the package itself. I'm just gonna assume because it looks like all the other City Mini palettes. I love these, absolutely love. I love all of Maybelline's City Mini palettes. I think that the color selection is really, really gorgeous. I'm not like such a huge fan of the super cool tones like the purples and stuff in here, but the taupe shade that I put on my lid, you know I don't like pink. The taupe shade that I put on my lid, the highlight is gorgeous. I love the like slightly darker contour shade that I used. And then the warm palette, I mean, I think I just love everything in here. These colors aren't too pink, which is nice. And I think they're really flattering for the skin. And just the gold shades are absolutely stunning. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of the little contour palettes. I mean, I'm sure that the shadow formulas are fantastic. I haven't used them yet, obviously. I didn't use them in this tutorial. I think the colors are really nice. They kind of remind me of like the mini Naked palettes, and I like that, and I think they'd be good for travel. I don't like matte like bone shades because I don't set my lids. I just use a primer. So if that was like a shimmer, I think it would be perfect because then you'd have all your mattes and then like an inner corner and brow bone highlight. That would be excellent for me. Like I do think that they're good for travel. My biggest problem with them is I don't like how thin the shadow pans are. That's my biggest thing. And then it's kind of the same with the Jetsetter palette. It does come with a mirror. I don't know if I said that. It comes with a nice big mirror. So I do think it would be good for travel. I'm definitely not going to be using this brush. It feels very like rough when I took it out. Yeah, the bristles are very stiff, so I don't know what this would accomplish. I forgot to use the eye brush, but it's actually kind of nice. It's just like a little, it's good for travel, you know, I would keep it in there. This thing right here is kind of good for like your brow. It's so hard to show you. This one right here is kind of like a little flat brush. Would be good for like either cleaning up your brows or maybe placing shadow on the lid. It's kind of small for that, but highlighting your brow bone, it would be good for that. And then the blending brush is pretty explanatory, but I do think that the little blending brush feels nice. Feels nice and soft, so I do think that it would blend well. As far as the little creams in here go, I definitely would not use these, I don't think. The colors are, I don't know, and then the formula is very sheer, so I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really appeal to me. I don't like having creams with powders in one palette. Like it does get kind of messy. And then kind of the same thing with the blushes or lip colors, whatever this is. It just doesn't, it's not the kind of product that appeals to me exactly. These shadows up here, really nice, swatched beautifully, much more. I was not expecting the dark shades to be as pigmented as they were. And then I really do like this highlight right here. It was very nice. As far as these shades go, I think the shades are absolutely stunning. Like I did not think that I was gonna like the blush. You never know with the bronzer, and I didn't think I was gonna like the highlight, but I like all of them. Like I love the blush shade. The bronzer is nice. It's a little bit red for me, but I do think it's good, and the formula was very blendable. And then the highlight really surprised me. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning. Like I don't usually like a pink highlight, but I really do like this. It's not too pink on the skin. It looks a little bit more neutral with just kind of like a little bit of a, like more of a glow. My only thing is that I don't like how striped it is. It's like Neapolitan ice cream, which isn't a bad thing, but it's very thin, like especially for the blush and the bronzer. I don't know, I feel like I would have, now I'm just looking at the design of it, I probably would have lost this brush, moved these over, put this here, placed that eyeshadow brush in there and made these longer, like wider, so that there was more product and easier to get your brush in, you know what I mean? That's just me. Oh yeah, it was a mascara, never mind. Yeah, I didn't use that mascara, but I forgot that was a mascara, not a brush. Overall, I think the packaging is really nice. Like everybody's into these nudes. I did see some, I don't know if you guys saw Samantha's tweet. She talked, or Samantha Robindahl talked about how like everything pretty much looked like Fenty. As far as like packaging and all the press material and everything. I don't know if that was necessarily on purpose. There are a lot of brands that are coming out with these like nude palettes, nude matte palettes now, are products, so you never know. But I do like it. I think it's nice. I love the holographic lettering. Some of the packaging that it comes in, I saved this so I could show you. This is holographic as well. It's really pretty. I love just all the color combinations are really nice. It is drugstore, so it's drugstore prices, so it's not like it's the most luxurious packaging there is out there. And the ones that don't feel super high-end is probably these guys. I don't know, I just wouldn't recommend them. The little eye contour palettes seem like the cheapest to me, especially since they don't have mirrors and everything in there. They are paper, which I like. I typically like paper, but just not that into them. Particularly the products that I used on my face, I would definitely recommend. The eyeliners. Oh, the winged liner. I never liked felt tip liners. Never. Really liked that one. It made it very easy. I haven't done a wing in such a long time and I went swimmingly. So I would definitely recommend the liners, both of the liners, the gel liners, the winged liner. The lipsticks are bomb. I love the little City Mini palettes. Those are the ones that I would say absolutely go for it. Like I can recommend those to you without any hesitation. All right guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this review helped you, kind of like showed you the colors and everything. Just keep in mind I am very fair right now, so I'm not my typical like loving tan medium shade. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All of that stuff is listed down below and at the end of the video. If there are any other review videos that you want to see, I did see some suggestions in my last tutorial for some. So if there are any products that you want me to review, please let me know. All right guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. I do this at the end of every single video because I always feel stupid saying that.